Hello, dear ones. Happy full moon in Aries tonight. I actually want to take this time to share with you a short ritual that you can do to set your intentions on the full moon that doesn't take that much time and that you can incorporate into your busy life and busy schedule. So I'm probably like most of you. I have a home that I take care of. I have children, husband, community. I have my work. I have my spiritual practice. And that's a lot to fit into a day, a week, a month. And so I know what it's like to really have this desire to connect to the divine, but feel like, how do we find the time? So what I did is I just did a little experiment today, and I grabbed whatever I could grab in 15 minutes. Actually, it took me about 10 minutes. And so I just grabbed some things from my ritual space, from my healing space, and I said, okay, let's just throw this up and see what we can do. Because I know I have to go cook dinner in about 15-20 minutes, and so I wanted to share with you how you can incorporate ritual into your life. So I ask you to just place your feet, both feet on the ground, connecting to Mother Earth. You can close your eyes if you wish, and just take 3 deep breaths. Inhale, filling the low belly, filling the mid, upper diaphragm, and exhaling slowly, pulling the stomach in toward the back of the spine. Feel yourself breathing all the way down to the soles of your feet, where your soul and the earth come together. These beautiful energies that you can connect with Mother Earth, reminds you of how secure you are and how instantly you can come into the present moment. So let's take one last breath in and hold it. Exhale all the way out on a big sigh. We are in the here and now. We are including everything that is in our experience, and we are allowing everything that is here to be, including our judgments of ourselves, our thoughts of past or future, our expectations. We're including the beauty that is around us. I'm here in the forest, the sun's going down, crickets are singing. Could hear an owl just barely starting to sing as well. And wherever you are, just notice your environment, the sounds that you hear, smells, taste, what touch you sense. Use your senses to take you even deeper into the present moment. Beautiful. So I have this special candle that I had made for a friend, a dear friend of mine, and I have a matching candle to hers. So this has lavender and rosemary and mint, and it's infused with peace and mental clarity. So that was perfect for tonight with our full moon in Aries. And then I have our sage bundle that I made with some cedar and white sage. And it looks like that went out already, so we'll get it going again. And smudging is a really, really quick thing that you can do to just clear any stagnant energy in your home, in your own environment, internal and external environment. And this sage bundle is kind of falling apart, but hey, it still works. I've got hawk feather here. Just going to smudge myself. And smudge the ritual space. It's really simple. And I have a grid, a crystal grid that I got in Sedona when I was there. And I'm going to use this crystal grid for focusing tonight. And I also have this, just like a fishbowl, I guess, of stones. And I like to have my clients grab these stones too, because it's kind of fun to see what people pick. And I can do readings with the stones based on what their properties are, or the energy that I pick up from them. And I want to point out that anything that you use for tools in your ritual or healing space, just remember that they are symbolic. It doesn't mean that there's actual, you can think of it as a couple different ways. Is there power in this stone? Yes, of course, there's power in the stone because it comes from Mother Earth. When I hold it, I feel the coolness, I feel the weight. It reminds me that I am also connected to the earth. But does this stone have power in and of itself? No, not in a psychological way. So you want to start thinking of your ritual objects as tools to help you concentrate and to come more fully into the moment. Anything that you have, I don't recommend that you rely on it, because it's not about the stuff, it's about who you are, who you're being, and how you're showing up in each healing circle or ceremony or ritual that you do. This is kind of a process of demystifying a little bit, and also just reminding you, and I'm reminding myself, that it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to look pretty. It can just be, a really interactive part of what it is to, to grow and live and learn when you are actually in the physical world. All right. So that said, I've got my bowl, I have my chime, I have my grid, some stones, I have my cards, and I just threw a bunch of feathers together. We've got turkey, pigeon, turkey, hawk, and another turkey there. Lots of turkey. Getting ready for Indigenous Peoples Day, I guess. I kind of like to see what happens when I throw a bunch of things in my basket and then just use those for a ceremony, because it's like, oh yeah, the universe provided all this stuff for me. And I get little surprises, like this acorn was on the table and this beautiful little leaf was here. So it's just kind of fun to let the elements, let nature contribute to your ritual. So if you want to just join me as we go into this, place your hands over your heart, and we're going to tone the O vowel sound together 3 times as a way of connecting to our hearts and our throat centers, the voice of power. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the energy of the full moon shining down on you. as we go into this ceremony. I invite you to contribute your energies too, and if you have any questions, anything that you would like to bring to the space, I invite you to do that now. And I work outside the space of time, so it doesn't matter when you're watching this, it still counts. We are together in this now moment, and that's all that's important. So start to think of your own intention as I am placing these crystals on the board. We're going to see what it reveals. I like to do this very quickly and organically. I'm not trying to make it look a certain way, but my subconscious is just drawn to certain crystals or stones. But I'm not trying to make anything happen. And what this does is it awakens the child self and the inner mind of wonder. Our child self likes to play with things like art supplies and crystals. You know, it's just part of our human nature. So it's great if we can utilize the child self and bring that creativity and just exploration into the moment. Okay, good. So now I'm just checking it and I'm asking my intuition, is there anything else? I'm loving this. All right. So hawk feather wants to be in here. And that acorn I'm going to put top. And we're going to take a turkey feather. 2 turkey feathers. Turkey is the animal spirit medicine for sacrifice. Sounds really intense, but it's actually a card of great blessing and healing. Because when we have the power to sacrifice, as the turkeys who have given their heads so that the people may eat, so that the tribe may be sustained, turkey sacrifices itself so that can happen. So when we pay attention to turkey animal spirit medicine, we're also connecting to that part of ourselves that has the power to sacrifice, self-sacrifice. This also can mean being willing to let go of a pattern or habit, a way of being, way of thinking that just isn't working. It's not doing you, it's not doing anybody any good. So I bring in that power, that animal spirit medicine of turkey and self-sacrifice. And I ask, in this moment, I ask, what are you ready to sacrifice? What can you lay as an offering on the altar of your creation tonight? This full moon night is the perfect time to do it. So what are you ready to lay on the altar and sacrifice? For me, I'm ready to sacrifice a loss of power in the financial realm and a loss of peace in the financial realm. And I'm really stepping into a whole new set of practices and getting in integrity and in impeccable integrity with my finances. So it's exciting, but for most of my life, I related to finances as something to be feared or avoided. So now I'm stepping into a new kind of presence with that. So that's what I am bringing. And I ask you to either say out loud or just in your mind, think, what are you sacrificing and what are you stepping into tonight? Then I have the hawk feather, and hawk is, oh, raven. You hear the raven? So raven is all about magic. which of course is very appropriate. Raven would show up tonight. But a hawk is about circling above, circling higher, getting a vaster, wider perspective about your life. And so that, I feel like hawk medicine right now is asking us, what are we opening up to? What kind of expanded viewpoint can we take on from hawk animal spirit medicine? How can hawk show us to see through these eyes of like the landscape that's below us, imagining that we're just soaring high above the landscape of the earth, and that's our life all laid out below us. But how can we see it holistically, but then also be able to just dive in and go for it? If there's something that we want, if there's something that we want to go after, hawks can dive so fast. They're not as fast as falcons, but they're very fast. And they can dive down and pinpoint just the exact destination that they want to get to. So that's how we can be in our life too. And for our ceremony, I think it's important to acknowledge that each of us has the ability, and each of us can make the choice to choose something different. If there is an aspect of your life that isn't working, you have the free will to choose something different. So today, I'm making this public statement. Who knows who's going to be watching? I don't really care. I'm doing this for myself. And hopefully other people will benefit. But I'm doing this to hold myself accountable for my dreams, my intentions, and my goals. And I hope that you will join me. I'm going to draw 2 cards for tonight. And this is the Sacred Rebels deck. And Sacred Rebels by Alana Fairchild. And she's wonderful. She's done so many different decks. And I'm just going to quickly spread them. I'm not going to do the full divination reading, but just 2 quick cards. So this is our releasing card, support for releasing. Every journey starts with a single step. That's the message. Every journey starts with a single step. And it's this image of a woman naked holding a suitcase. And it looks like she's going to go into a time warp or something. I'll share a picture of this too. So letting go of having to do it all. Letting go of being perfect. We don't have to be perfect. You just have to start wherever we are. Letting go of finding the right time to start, all the right conditions. Just a single step. I love that. And we are also receiving support, guidance. We're opening up to receiving right now. Oh, wow. Power of attraction. Power of attraction. Could not be more synchronous for tonight. It's an image of 2 beings. You can't even tell like what gender they are, but 2 beings clearly in love, drawn to each other. And in between them is this golden bowl, a golden ball of light and a golden bowl, and they're just completely aligned. And they're magnetizing to each other. It's just this incredible synchronous connection. So beautiful. Again, I'll show the picture. But that is what we are receiving. We're receiving the power of attraction. Knowing that what we want actually wants us. What we're looking for is also looking for us. So when we align our own energy and we get grounded and we get in our hearts and we're here, we're feeling, we're sensing without judgment, without resistance, when we're in that state, we are natural attractors. We are naturally magnetizing our heart's and soul's desire to us. It's not about making something happen or getting the goods. We don't do this just because we want something. It's not like spiritual Amazon. You're not shopping for something that you want and then, oh, how is that? What's the quickest way I can get what I want? Well, sorry, that's not what this is about. What this really is about is each of us showing up, doing our personal work, taking time. We're doing 15, 20 minutes here. We're connecting to the moon, connecting to nature, to ourselves, to each other. We are being a part of the process of change. As we change ourselves, we send out ripples of change to everyone else in the universe. And it is felt. Because it's not just in the physical realm that it's happening, it's in the quantum realm, the quantum field. So that's why this works, that I can be doing this recording at 6:08 in California, and you can be hearing it wherever you are, and it's still connecting with you because we're all interlinked. We're all interconnected. So I want to close with a channeled prayer, and this is all just coming out in the moment. Nothing about this was planned, so I hope you've enjoyed it. This is my 7-metal singing bowl, and we'll just end with this prayer. And thank you so much for being with me. Thank you for giving me a reason to show up for myself. That's the game I like to play, is be there for others, serve and uplift others, and then I am serving and uplifting myself. Or the reverse, be there for myself so that I can show up for others and support others in achieving their dreams. So it goes both ways. Great Spirit of all that is, was, and will be, we give thanks and gratitude this full moon night for all of our blessings that are manifesting right now. And we see and feel and hear, taste and touch everything that we are magnetizing towards us right now. As we feel good, as we come into alignment, body, mind, soul, as we connect to the collective consciousness, we are reminded of how precious this moment is. We don't have to wait to be happy. We can be in our joy right now. We can be fulfilled in our intentions right now. Feel the full moon light shining down on you, bathing you wherever you are. Right now it's happening. And we are together in the quantum field. We are together in the astral temple of light. We make these offerings to you on the altar of our consciousness. We make these offerings to you knowing that the symbols mean nothing and they mean everything. We make these offerings to you so that we can tap into this ancient knowledge this divine knowing within us. Ooh, little moth came by. Tapping into this moth energy that is drawn to the light. And we are just like the moth, drawn to the flame. And it is in our bliss that we are drawn to the light. And it also may be that part of ourselves that longs to sacrifice, longs to be consumed in the flame, is so drawn to the light that we're willing to do whatever it takes. I give thanks for you, each and every one of you. I give gratitude to my family, my friends, my community, to the earth, the animal spirits, plant allies, tree friends, stone people, all who are here with us. Thank you. In alignment with the one truth, the law of love, our ceremony is now complete. And so it is. Bless you. Happy full moon.